Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Live from New York, it's Dave Chappelle. The controversial comedian opened his Saturday Night Live hosting gig with an expanded monologue that immediately overshadowed the rest of the evening's sketches. Chappelle's nearly 15-minute routine functioned as an extension of his divisive Netflix specials, as he offered his typically unfiltered and uncompromising commentary on such hot-button topics as the recent midterm elections, the war in Ukraine, and of course Donald Trump. But it was his material about the wave of antisemitism generated by celebrities like Kanye West and Kyrie Irving that took centre stage. Chappelle waded into waters that he clearly knew would be tricky to navigate in front of a live audience, in addition to the millions watching at home. Before I start tonight, I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared, he began. I denounce antisemitism in all its forms, and I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. With that preamble on the record, he launched into his opening salvo. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time, Chappelle joked, as he dived head-on into the controversy. Early in my career, I learned that there are two words in the English language you should never say together in a sentence, Chappelle noted, and those words are the and Jews. I've never heard someone do good after they've said that. The comedian went on to recall his reaction to West's since-removed comments on Twitter, where he threatened to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people and immediately lost lucrative business deals with companies like Adidas and Foot Locker. Adidas dropped him immediately, Chappelle said. Ironically, Adidas was founded by Nazis and they were offended. I guess the students have passed the teacher. So far, the crowd was with Chappelle as he roasted West's actions, but things grew noticeably tense as the commentary took a turn. He had broken the show business rules, Chappelle said of West. You know, the rules of perception. If they're black, then it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. If they're Jewish, it's a coincidence and you should never speak about it. The coincidence that Chappelle appeared to be referring to is the misguided notion that Jews supposedly control the Hollywood media ecosystem. I've been to Hollywood. It's a lot of Jews, he said, but that doesn't mean anything. There's lots of black people in Ferguson, Missouri. That doesn't mean we run the place. I would say if you had some kind of issues, you might go out to Hollywood. You could maybe adopt the delusion that Jews run show business. It's not a crazy thing to think, but it's a crazy thing to say out loud at a time like this. As for Irving, who was suspended by the Brooklyn Nets after posting a link to an anti-Semitic film on Twitter, Chappelle suggested that the NBA erred by demanding too many concessions before he could resume playing. This is where I draw the line, he said, as a studio audience went temporarily silent. I know the Jewish people have been through some terrible things all over the world, but you can't blame that on black Americans. You just can't. A fair punishment would be that he just post a link to Schindler's List and you all write your own captions. Kyrie Irving was nowhere near the Holocaust. In fact, he's not even certain it existed. Thanks for listening. Please like, comment and subscribe.